Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and I'm really excited today because we'll be reviewing the BMW X3M. All right, before we take it for a drive, let's go over the options. The 2020 BMW X3M has a base price of $69,900. This beautiful dark graphite metallic, one of my favorite colors for this car, $550. And I love this interior. This is my favorite interior color actually, which is secure orange, black extended leather, $1,000 option. Now for $1,700, you get the Driving Assistance Plus, which gives you the automatic cruise control with stop and go function, active driving assistance, as well as extended collision mitigation. Now to me, a must-have is the executive package for $3,900, which gives you a heated steering wheel, rear manual side window shades, front and rear heated seats, parking assistance plus, heads-up display, wireless charging, gesture control, and for the navigation and stuff, and the rear view camera. This model has the optional 21-inch wheels for $1,200, front ventilated seats, which I'm using right now because it's a hot day, for $350. Now these beautiful M Sport seats are $950, and then a destination charge of $995 brings our total to $80,545. All right, so let's go over some of the other specs. This car is powered by a 3-liter twin turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine known as the S58. It has 473 horsepower, 442 foot-pounds of torque. It is all-wheel drive, 5-passenger, 4-door hatchback. Now it's about 186 inches in length, so the X3 is a pretty decent size. Just to give you a comparison, my 1 Series M is 172 inches. An E46 M3 or BMW M2 like I've owned is about 176 inches. So this is 10 inches bigger than that. Weight, like any SUV, is not light, they're heavy. This one weighs over 4,600 pounds. Now 0 to 60, according to Car and Driver, is about 3.9 seconds, about 10.5 seconds to 100. A quarter mile is anywhere from 11.9 to 12.1. Combined mileage is 16, 14 city, 19 highway. And guys, remember, this BMW was provided by BMW of Tenafly. I get all my BMWs from them. A couple of you have bought and leased BMWs from BMW of Tenafly, so definitely check them out. Mention Glenn's Car Collection, and they will give you a great price on your next new or used BMW. In fact, you can even buy this BMW. I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, guys, so this car uses one of my favorite transmissions, which is the 8-speed ZF automatic. I have it in my Audi S8, but for 2020, these cars are so tuned with that transmission, and it's quickly becoming, it already is actually my favorite transmission for automatics or dual clutches, and this is a torque converter automatic, and it's been amazing transmission in the other cars I've driven so far. So we haven't driven this car yet. When we drive it, I'm going to tell you if it's just as good as this car, which I'm sure it will be. It is a great transmission. It also has an electronically controlled limited slip differential, same as the M5. Now its mechanically identical counterpart is the X4M. So if you like the hatchback, more like the slope roof, what I don't like about those cars, A, I think this looks better, and B, being 6 feet tall, my head would hit the roof on the other car. So even though the X4M is a nice looking car, I prefer the extra headroom and luggage space of the X3M. Now, compared to a regular X3, this vehicle has multiple chassis braces, stiffer springs, retuned bushings, and the M adaptive dampers. Now, this S58 engine is made of 90% new parts, and it uses a shorter stroke than the B58 engine that we drove in the M340 sedan. Now here we have 2 turbochargers, unlike the B58 engine, which used a single twin scroll turbo. GoPro, start recording. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the interior. So this interior is beautiful. I love the secure orange interior. To me, it looks red, but You tell me if it looks red or orange. I might be colorblind, but I love the color of this interior. I think it's a perfect color. I really like this M logo right here, reminding you that you're in an M car. Obviously, you have your cup holders here, the 8-speed ZF Auto, which we went over. You have manual shift modes. You can throw it into manual, sport mode. Here you have settings. This car is so adjustable, and I love about that. You have different suspension settings, steering. You could switch your electronic nannies off. It has, iDrive has really become great over the years. I really didn't like it when it first came out, but iDrive I think is one of the best out there right now. You have great sound systems in this car, obviously navigation. I love this big screen here. It's very easy to read, and all your menu options are right there. You have your red start button. I think these BMW steering wheels are probably the best in the business. I love the thickness is just perfect. Some wheels are too thick or too thin. I think BMW has definitely nailed it. You have your programmable M1, and then on the other side M2 settings. So if you want something aggressive or easy, you can do it by a touch of the button, and again you can adjust steering, suspension, etc. You have big paddle shifters here, and they feel actually nice to the touch. And then you have your other modes here for your phone, your radio, and your heated wheels right where it is. You don't have to guess where it is. I think my M2 was actually on the shaft of the steering wheel. And here you have your heated wheel right here. It is a hot day, 77 degrees, so we will not need that here. And again, just a beautiful interior, especially with this carbon fiber trim. Is it interior fitting of an $80,000 car? Absolutely. All right, finally time to drive it. I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys. We got electronic parking brake here, which will take off. Oh, wow. So we're just going on parking lot speeds, and I can feel the power and torque of this engine already. Oh, wow. So we're on the road now. We have comfort suspension and sport throttle, sport steering. And this car handles really well. The ride is pretty, these are bumpy roads, so forgive that bumpiness, but otherwise I'd say it rides pretty well on the 21-inch wheels here. And these 21-inch wheels are to die for. I think they're just gorgeous wheels. Now, watch this video all the way to the end. I did recently just drive the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, the 500 horsepower version, is a competitor to this car. So I can definitely compare the two at the end of this video. All right, so now going around some turns here, this car has like zero body roll. I'm actually really impressed. It drives more like a M3 or M5 than an SUV. Now, is it a sports sedan? No, it's not a sports sedan, but if you need practicality, your significant other wants you to buy an SUV, you got kids, this will be a great choice because this is almost like a sleeper car. All right, let's see here. Whoa! Oh my God, how fast it is. I can't believe how quick it is. Wow, was this a fast car? And what I like is it really holds it in gear for you too. All right, now we're driving on some really bumpy roads, New Jersey's finest pothole rides, and the ride is pretty good even with the 21-inch wheels. I love this interior. Again, my favorite color interior, and I just think these seats are to die for. They're very comfortable and supportive. Very rarely can you get both. A lot of cars will give you comfortable seats, but then you start going on your favorite road. Unfortunately, we have a Prius in front of us going 22 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour road. But it's very hard to have seats that do both. They're supportive and comfortable. Oh my God, this guy is hyper-miling it like you. Figures when I'm finally driving a 500 horsepower SUV. Oh my God. All right, so when we're stuck behind this Prius, literally we're gonna have to pull over and get some room here because this guy is killing me. Come on, let's go, buddy. All right. All right, let's pull over for a second and come right back. right, guys, now we'll accelerate onto the roadway here. And what we're gonna do is we have it in Sport, Sport Plus, and we're gonna use the paddle shifters here on acceleration. Again, 8-speed ZF automatic, which has again become my favorite automatic transmission. All right, ready? Here we go. Whoa, that was quick. We have a about a 7,000 RPM red line. We're not coming close to the red line because it's not our car, but this car has a ton of power. Now, as you can see on this road, it really feels good. The steering is nice and tight. You know, steering is electric nowadays, but you know, BMW, this latest generation of electric steering, I think is definitely one of the best. All right, going around some turns here. This car stays flat. I'm really impressed with the handling. That's probably the most surprising thing out of this car. With 473 horsepower, I knew it would be fast. That's not really a surprise, but I am actually shocked how well it handles. Now, is it an M3? No. Is it my M2? No. But it's still a great handling car. If you were using this as a daily driver, I mean, this is really all the handling you need. All right, we'll go on the main road here, hopefully. Okay, put our signal on, and we'll do a little more acceleration, tighter turn here, accelerate out of it. All right. Now, because it's an SUV, traction control does hold us back a little bit. I love how this manual mode, it does really well with upshifts. So in manual mode, it actually does really well with upshifts. I can go up and down through the gears. I have 8 speeds here, as we mentioned before. I'm really impressed with how this handles, and the gearbox as well. Now, driving on roads here with higher speed limits, still feel really stable. German cars, especially BMWs, I think they're very stable on the highway. I have a great line of sight because we're higher up here. I can see where my hood is. The shifts are really good on the downshift. See, this is so much better than the ZF I have in my Audi. Wow. So we downshifted the gear there, gave a little acceleration. We have a ton of power. And these brakes really put the power back down. I can really see the brakes here. Wow, they really stopped you on a dime. All right, nice turn here. I really like driving this car in manual mode. All right, we're going to turn around here and head back. Excellent backup camera. Probably one of the best backup cameras I've ever seen. I have a 360 view on my Audi S8, and it is not as good as this. All right. All right, we're still driving in manual mode here. All right, let's go. Wow, it shifts fantastic. Wow, this transmission even better than I thought. Now, it's very practical. I sat in the back, I'm 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. I sat in the back, no problem, ton of headroom. Now, if you want the X4M, which is a mechanical sister to this car, you know, same suspension, engine, transmission, you do have less headroom, so keep that in mind if you're taller than me. Very, very comfortable ride. It has the lane tracking assist. I just went in the line there, it moved me back in. Plenty of power at any speed. As you get into more of the sport modes, let's see here, we have efficient mode. We'll do for the throttle, we'll do Sport Plus, and now it'll probably keep us in the lower gears. I'm really impressed with this, really impressed with this. All right, we're gonna make a turn here. this car have power. Now, what I like about this car, to me, it's a little bit of a sleeper. If you didn't really know anything about cars, you may just think it's an X3. It'll take a car enthusiast to notice the extra bits that make this an X3M. And I'm telling you, this car is really a blast to drive. So if you want something, you know, you don't want people to work to know that you bought an expensive car, or you're taking the kids to school, or you just want something like this, would be great for my playing hockey. You can throw my hockey bag in the back, have a beautiful, comfortable car. There's like no body roll in this. Wow. And I think this is, you know, a great daily driver. So now, how does it compare with the Stelvio Quadrifoglio? And I've also owned in the past a Cherokee SRT8. Well, the Stelvio is probably its nearest competitor because they're closer in horsepower. And the Stelvio is fun, like a Sunday morning car, and you'll see my review of that coming out. I'll probably post this review first. But when you really push that car hard, it does have body roll and understeer. Now, I think this car has a lot less body roll. Now, that car's a little crazier. It has a Ferrari-derived engine, so it has the sound. Looks are subjective, so I don't typically get into looks, but it definitely, in the colors it comes in, it's a louder, more attention-focused car. This is way more practical. Much bigger back seat, roomier trunk area. So be honest with yourself how you're going to use the car. If you are going to use it as a daily driver, this is definitely way better. If you're going to just drive it on a racetrack, you know, you might want that car. But I think this is the better car. This is going to have better resale value, be more reliable, just better as an everyday car. We all want a car that's going to lap racetracks, but what happens is we have everyday life 99% of the time, and I think that's where this comes in. The whole bit, so definitely join that. I'm an M Group, and I love being in it. All right, guys, remember, if you're watching the video this far, you should hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. I post at least 3 videos a week. Like and share this video, and leave your comments below what you think of the X3M. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.